Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor Glamis all, as the weird woman promised, and I fear thou playest most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why by the verdi's on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope, but hush no more.
Senate sounded. Enter Macbeth as king, Lady Macbeth, Lennox Ross, lords in attendance.
Here is our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we'll hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We should have else desired your good advice, which still hath been both grave and prosperous in this day's council, but will take tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as we'll fill up the time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a buyer of the night, for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confusing their cruel parricide, filling their hearts with strange inventions, but that of tomorrow, when the withal we shall have our cause of state craving us jointly. Hie to your horse. Adieu. Till you return at night. Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my good lord. Time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and safe foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be the master of time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
Oh, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safety thus our fears is Banquo. Stick deep, and this is his royal duty of nature. Reigns that all which should be feared. 'Tis much he dares. And to that dauntless temper of his mind, he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor in to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. As it is said, Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of the king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan I have murdered, put rancors in the vessels of my peace only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seeds of Banquo's kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he, in the times past, which held you under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you, in our last conference passed in probation with you, how you were borne in hand, how crossed the instruments, who wrought with them, all the things else that might, to half a soul and to a notion grazed, say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pray for this good man for his issue, whose heavy hand both bowed you into the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men, and hounds and greyhounds, mongrels and spaniels, curs, sows, water rugs, and demi-wolves are clept, all by the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishes the swift, slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, every one according to the gift which bounteous nature hath closed him, whereby he does receive particular addiction from the bill, that writes them all alike, and so of men. Now if you have a station in the file, now I, the worst rank of manhood, say it, that I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
Whom the vile blows and buffets of the world hath so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world. So weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance, to mend it or to be rid on it.
So is he mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against the nearest of life. And though I could with befaced power sweep him from my sight, and bid him I will avouch it, yet I must not, from certain friends that are both his and mine, whose lovers I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, making the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us, though our lives...
Your spirit shine through you within this hour at most. I will advise you that where you plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spot, the time, the moment of on forth must be done tonight, and something from the place always thought that I require a clearness, and with him to leave no rubs nor botches in the work. Fleance his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
We are resolved, my lord. I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded that Banquo, thy soul's flight, if I find it in heaven, must find it out tonight.